So since we're getting close to Purim, as we were just talking about Mtatanot beforehand, for that, we'll start with Hashem learning the Halachot of Purim, although I know we have about a month more or less until Purim. We'll start learning the Halachot of Purim, and then Bezrat Hashem, by the time we get to Purim, maybe even before Purim, we will be able to start the Halachot of Pesach, which have quite a few Halachot, Baruch Hashem, to learn from them. So, for some of us, Pesach makes our become nervous, and for some of us, Pesach is so great, so amazing. We have a few halachot. We aren't going to learn all of the halachot. We'll just mention a few halachot from each topic, and then we'll go to a few main topics today. So the first topic is Seder Arba Parshiot. Let's open it. It's in Siman Tafresh Pei Hey 685. And we'll just learn a few halachot from Tafresh Pei Hey. Evening. Erev Tov. So there's a machlokes in the Gemara. When exactly do we read the Arba Parshiot in a year like this, in a leap year? The main question is, what happens in a leap year? What is the real Adar? Okay, and is there such a thing called a real Adar? Maybe we have two kinds of Adar. What is a real Adar? So
someone said they had a yard site on Adar, and so they Kaddish on both Adars.
Yeah, so you have a yard site on Adar. What do? You have a bar mitzvah on Adar. So for the yard site, the Sephardim typically will do the yard site on the second Adar. The Ashkenazim will do the yard site on the first Adar, and say Kaddish on both Adar. For Avelut, someone who's mourning, Avelut is 12 months. 12 months is Avelut. And from that, people say Kaddish less than 12 months, 11 months, depending on the minhagim. We count months. We don't count a year. So if someone passed away, let's say on Shvat, okay, he counts 12 months. And instead of finishing on the first year, instead of finishing Avelut on Shvat, he'll finish it a month beforehand on Tevet, because Avelut is counted for 12 months. That's Avelut. The old site will be the first year, the machlokes between Ashkenazim and Sephardim, do it 12 months or a year. But so we have here a question: what is the real Adar? In the Gemara in Megillah, we have also that machloket. It's not a new machloket. If we had leap years for years, so also in the Gemara we have, and the Gemara says in the end, that's how we poskim, that Purim and all of the things of Purim we do close to Nisan. Usually we say Zrizim Akdemim. You have a mitzvah, do the mitzvah. Grab the mitzvah, do the mitzvah. Around Purim we say we connect it more to Nisan. Mismach Geula leGeula Adif. We should connect the Geula, the redemption of Purim, also to redemption of Nisan. Quite an interesting question, maybe more of a philosophical explanation here. We can ask, maybe we'll spend just a few moments about that, although it's a halacha class, not a philosophical class, but it has quite a few meaning for halacha. Why do we celebrate Purim? Well, what redemption happened on Purim?
Well, we were spared total annihilation.
Okay, so we were saved from being killed. Okay, did we have any redemption? Geula?
Well, at some point shortly, not too far after, lots of Jews went to Israel.
So somewhere thereafter, lots of Jews come to Israel. So maybe that's what the Gemara is trying to teach us by connecting the Purim to Nisan. You can't see Purim as a chag of its own. It's a holiday in exile, and we were.
Achashverosh's son built the base.
So exactly, who built the Beit Hamikdash? Achashverosh's son. Who is it exactly? There's a few questions about it. Who prevented from building the Beit Hamikdash? If you look at the book of Ezra and Nehemiah, they started building the Beit Hamikdash, and there's those people, the bad guys, who have strange names, who prevent from building Beit Hamikdash. Is that Achashverosh? Is one of them Haman? Maybe Mordechai mentioned in Ezra and Nehemiah. Is he the same Mordechai? It seems like that's what Chazal say. So Purim is a holiday which is connected. You have to look at the big picture of it, and we try to show that Purim is one stage in this process of redemption. So that's why everything got to do with Purim we do on the second Adar. So reading the 4 parashiot, which is Shekalim, Zachor, Para, and the Chodesh will always be on the second Adar. And the same with the Megillah, we read on the second Adar, and Mishloach Manot, everything will be on the second Adar. There's one thing which we also do, or maybe don't do, on the first Adar, and that is Tachnun. When don't we say Tachnun? The answer is we don't say Tachnun, or we don't mourn on both Adars. That has also some kind of happiness in this Adar. So also the first Adar has happiness, and there's no Hespedim, big mourning, and there's no Tachnun and so on. So that's for the first Adar and the second Adar. For Parshiot, we'll probably mention it when we get to the Parashat Zachor. The Parasha, the Shabbat before Purim, will always be called Zachor, and that's a mitzvah d'oraita, to remember what Amalek did to us, and we do it by listening to the Torah reading of Parashat Zachor. And that's why when we hear Zachor, we should have in mind to be yotze this mitzvah. Okay, so that is for Zachor. The first parasha we read is Parashat Shekalim. Parashat Shekalim, which is the beginning of Kitisa. I had it here. And why do we read Parashat Shekalim? 30 days before Nisan, people started to bring the shekalim, the machatzit shekel, half a shekel, to the temple, to the Mikdash. They used to bring the new korbanot from those shekalim. So people need to start getting ready and to bring them to prepare the coins and to make sure they have the coins, and everyone has a coin. So that's why the Shabbat before Rosh Chodesh Adar, we read Parashat Shekalim. Today we have a minhag of Zecher leMachatzit Shekel. We do as a remembering for Machatzit Shekel. And there's a few minhagim of what exactly do we give, who gives Zecher leMachatzit Shekel. There's 3 customs, 3 minhagim of what to do. What do we give? The most maybe lenient or cheapest custom is, the whole idea is to do it Zecher leMachatzit Shekel, to remember that in the olden times, they used to give half a shekel. So also today, give half a shekel. Or as the Rama says, half a coin in that country. So here in Israel, we use half a shekel. Take half a shekel. In the States, they use dollars. Take half a dollar. Have you ever seen a coin of half a dollar? Yeah? I think at least I had for some time. I had the $50 coin. Some people go to the bank, especially before the month of Adar, and ask for coins of $50. I think the only people who use it in the States are Jews around Adar, and no one uses it. That's why the United States makes those coins. So that's the most cheapest custom. Some have a custom. It says 3 times the word Truma in that Parasha of Shekalim. So to give 3 coins of this machatzit shekel. Okay, so 3 half shekels, 3 half dollars, and 3 half rubles. Okay, whatever, 3 coins. Another custom is, that's maybe the most expensive custom, although it's not so expensive, really not so expensive today, is take the worth, how much half a shekel is worth, and that give. It's measured by silver, the weight of silver, somewhere between 7.5 and 10 grams. I'm not sure exactly how much silver costs, but I know today it's about 20 shekels. Okay, so 20 shekels, that's Zecher leMachatzit HaShekel. Who gives Zecher leMachatzit HaShekel? Some say only people above the age of 20, like in the Mishkan, right? And if you read Parashat Kitisa, who gives Machatzit HaShekel when they counted the nation? Men above the age of 20. So men above the age of 20. Some say everyone gives machatzit shekel, even if it's a bar mitzvah, and even if it's a young child, his parents will give him machatzit shekel, and even if it's still a baby and he wasn't born still, you still give machatzit shekel. For men, for women, you still give machatzit shekel. There's something here of tzedakah, of all of us wanting to be part of Beit HaMikdash, so we give zecher machatzit shekel. And I think it depends, each family can decide what they do. A family who, Baruch Hashem, is wealthy, they don't have a problem, they can give for everyone and give about 20 shekels for each one. A family who it's a bit harder for them, maybe they should give at least half a shekel for each person, and at least maybe the parents will give 20 shekels, depending on the how the family is doing. But that's the idea that everyone really gives tzedakah. We mentioned Ezra and Nehemiah, they had the custom, or it says there in the book, that they used to give shlishit shekel, a third of a shekel, for tzedakah, each one every year. The minimum they used to give was a small amount of money for tzedakah, and that's also what we do today. But everyone should at least once a year give tzedakah. An important thing, when you give the machatzit shekel, so don't say it's machatzit shekel, because then it's like hekdesh. We're saying that now goes to the temple, to Beit HaMikdash, and unfortunately we do not have Beit HaMikdash. So zecher machatzit shekel, that's why all the signs will have zecher machatzit shekel. Some people already say, I want to give it now, I know myself, I'll forget, I won't have cash on me, just do it now and that's it. And some people give it on the fast, around Mincha of Ta'anit Esther. As part of having the fast and praying and davening, we also give tzedakah. So that's a very good minhag to give on the fast itself. That's why you'll see on the bima a lot of boxes and zecher machatzit shekel. So that is machatzit shekel. Okay, that's the first topic. Now let's go to another topic of Purim and Shalach Manot. I never understood why it's called Shalach Manot in English. Mishloach Manot, that's the term in the Megillah. But on the other hand, I never learned English so deep to understand why when they took a Hebrew word and made it Shalach Manot. Maybe the rabbi of Purim will do a whole drasha about that. Shalach, that's for Purim. Okay. If we get too drunk on Purim, so we'll start saying Shlach lecha anashim. Here. Shalach Manot. So let's start from the more known halachot. What do we do for Mishloach Manot? What do we need to give? Two different items of food for one person. Mishloach Manot, ish lerehu, a person to his friend. So we have here one person and two items of food. There's two reasons brought in the Paskim what's for Mishloach Manot. One of the reasons says we want people to have food for the Seudah. Okay, we want to make sure everyone has a nice meal for the Seudah. So give them now edible things that they can eat. You can't give them a piece of, I don't know, 100 shekels. Give them something they can enjoy, they can have pleasure from it, they need to eat. Another opinion says that it's to make everyone happy and increase the unity of the nation, achdut, right? Ki ish echad. Velech knos et kol haYehudim, go and gather all the Jews. So it's a way to gather us together. So there are two reasons brought for Mishloach Manot. And those reasons have actually quite a meaning in halacha. Let's give an example. I give Mishloach Manot, I may buy those nice bags of candies, coated chocolate with almonds inside and a bottle of liqueur. I go to my friend, knock on his door, I have for you Mishloach Manot, and he says, you know what, I'm so full, I had so much. It's for you, okay? As if, view it as if I received it from you, okay? As if I got it. If the point is to add something for the Seudah, for the meal, he didn't do anything, right? He needs to be able to eat it. If he decides not to eat it, that's his choice. But at least he needs to have it in his hands. And if the goal of it is to increase the friendship between people, great. Okay, that's a win-win, you can say. I'm also increased the friendship and also got back the whiskey. Okay, so that's a machloket between the poskim. Okay, that's what's the reason of Mishloach Manot? Another nafkamina, another difference between those two reasons. Can I send Mishloach Manot without my name written on it? Okay, I decide without a name on it. Anonymous, yeah. I make a nice packet and I send it with one of the kids or guests, and it's a Purim day, so somehow the note falls off. Or just at the side, I want to give a nice Mishloach Manot to someone. I put the pieces of really I know it's a family that doesn't have so much food, so I really make for them food. I put the chicken and meat, and it's not such a regular Mishloach Manot to give today. Today, for some reason, everyone gives candies. Although really, what we should be doing is give pitot, give bread, give real food that you can eat. Well, maybe we're too old to eat chocolate. Chocolate. That's real food. Yeah, chocolate is still real food. Okay, that's real food. Yeah. What are the groups? Chocolate, and chocolate?
Coke also.
Also Coke is also a food group. Okay. I don't want to ask what are the groups of the drinks. I would prefer not.
Oh, you put that with a drink. Oh.
No, I'm asking when you say the groups of drinks, what do you have there? Whiskey, and whiskey. What or scotch? What? Actually, no, you're from bourbon. Sorry, right?
Me?
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, the American crowd here. No?
Tennessee,
I don't think we're big drinkers in this group.
Okay. Before Purim. Okay, anyway, so let's say, can I give an anonymous Mishloach Manot? For any reason. If the goal is that the person will have now to help people enjoy the Seuda and they'll have nice food for the Seuda. So let's say I decide to give a meal to someone, but I don't want them to know that it's me because I don't want them to know that I know that they aren't doing so well. So it's fine. But if the whole point of Mishloach Manot is is to increase the love between people, what does it help that I give an anonymous Mishloach Manot? He doesn't know who to thank. He doesn't know who's his friend.
He knows that there's people out there that care for him.
Someone, yeah, but it's more. He sees me afterwards in the street. Wow, the Mishloach Manot was so nice, and the
Sounds like the mitzvah of giving the shalach manot, so it doesn't matter if he knows who it comes from. He still gets the mitzvah.
So that's the machloket between the poskim. What's the reason for
Shalach
shalach manot?
From it's not considered giving.
So according to some poskim, he doesn't know who it's from. I'll tell you who it's from. Who the Ktav Sofer, the Shuk Ktav Sofer says lechatchila should write your name on the shalach manot. Now I think we always give it. We had once neighbors. We live somewhere else where we knew that it's a bit hard for them, and we decided for them we'll give real food for shalach manot. We bought pastrama. I don't remember what else we gave, but we didn't give them just chocolates. But we always also used to give another shalach manot. Okay, with our name on it. Okay, and then that's fine. Shalach manot is two kinds of food to one person, and it needs to be an important food. It doesn't need to be now, I don't know, Blue Label Johnny Walker. Not sure if it's a good one or not, I don't know. But not just now a piece of a cracker, something that he can eat and enjoy the Seuda. The same for Matanot Le'Evyonim, and we won't touch Matanot Le'Evyonim now, but it needs to be, Matanot Le'Evyonim is one matana, okay, equivalent of one item of food, we give it in money to two people. So and it's always better to give more Matanot Le'Evyonim than Mishloach Manot. And that's also a very nice minhag. I've seen many people, that's also what we try to do, that with the money we spend on Matanot Le'Evyonim will be more than the money we spend on Shalach Manot, on Mishloach Manot. And that's part of everyone being together is also thinking about the people that it's hard for them to make the month. Maybe I didn't mention here, we should mention it now. Machatzit shekel, we do not give from maaser. Okay, machatzit shekel, we don't give from maaser. And also Mishloach Manot, we don't give from maaser. The rule of maaser is, I can give maaser for something which is not an obligation for me. If I'm obligated to do something, I can't use maaser for that. But since I'm obligated to give Mishloach Matanot Le'Evyonim, money to the poor, I can't use maaser. Maaser is above my obligation. Okay, but let's say I give 50 shekels out for Matanot Le'Evyonim. Okay, I give 50 shekels out for Matanot Le'Evyonim. I want to give 200 shekels out for Matanot Le'Evyonim. So I did, the minimum is enough. I gave two poor people, I gave 25 shekels each. Okay, they can buy themselves pita with falafel. Okay, my Matanot Le'Evyonim, I did it. If I want to add more, and that will be very nice to add more, I can take that money from the maaser money. Okay, so the minimum of Matanot Le'Evyonim is not from maaser, but the rest can be from Maaser, since it's not an obligation. And the rule is, Maaser can be used only for things which are not an obligation. Okay? Question. We're still in Mishloach Manot. And that's becoming a very common question. The neighborhood, like many other neighborhoods and many other shores, and use Purim as a great time to raise money, a fundraiser. How do you do fundraising on Purim? The list, exactly. You have the list of Mishloach Manot. Okay, I'm not sure how much you pay for each person, $6, 18 shekels, whatever it will be. And each family, you buy them a Mishloach Manot which costs 50 shekels, 100 shekels, or whatever it will be. And there's a list of people there. You're in the neighborhood, so you should know that that's what some people do. There's a list with 20 people on the list. Okay, 20 people on the list, and they got, can you be yotze with that Mishloach Manot? Okay, so let's say I put many names on the list. Can I be yotze with that Mishloach Manot? So Danny says he doesn't think so. Why not?
Because you're not actually giving it.
I'm not giving it.
Paying for it.
I'm paying for it, but someone is giving it in my name. I'll give you an exact question which I've seen a few times in the army, and I'm sure we'll have it this year. I'm now in the base on Purim. Okay, I'm not in the base. I don't have on me any money. I don't have any cash on me. I can't buy food to give. And not only that, I forgot my credit card at home. Okay? I have no way of taking out money, buying something. I can't give Mishloach Manot, and I can't give Mtatanot Le'Evonim. Can I call someone and tell them, look, that's my credit card number, I remember it off my heart, and you, in my name, give Mtatanot Le'Evonim, or give Mishloach Manot? So yes, I can make someone to be a shaliach. Yeah, I can make a shaliach for them to give out money or Mtatanot Le'Evonim. There's even an opinion, okay, we quite a few poskim say we don't have to follow it. There's even an opinion that Mishloach Manot, Mishloach comes from the word shaliach, a messenger. There's even an opinion, Mishloach Manot, it's the best way is that you don't give it, you involve a third person and you tell him, take this, Tam Reuven, take this piece of cake and wine, give it to my friend Shimon, tell him it's from Levi. So there's even an opinion that you should have a third person as your messenger, he's a delivering person. And that even increases more their friendship, because then I give to him and he gives to me. Everyone here, more people here involved, right? So,
but the lists, there you're having 100 people.
Oh, so the list.
Giving 5 things.
So this exactly. So Danny is saying something which Reb Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. That's what he held. So Danny is mechamed Reb Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. And then we can start even from a simpler question: husband and wife, can they give one Mishloach Manot to a person? Okay, that's a bit simpler. And then we'll get to that.
I would think so.
They give you one Mishloach Manot.
When you say one Mishloach Manot,
one basket.
one basket, but you have more than one thing.
So Shlomo Zalman Auerbach says they can give one basket, but also Jim is correct. He's right according to Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. They can give one basket, but it needs to be important enough for 2 people. Let's say, for example, it needs to have 4 items of food, for example, and then the husband gives 2 out of it's one basket, but the husband is giving 2 and the wife is giving 2. In that case of Mishloach Manot, which is a group Mishloach Manot, so really he's getting something of 50 shekels divided by 100 people, or it's even 20 people. So each one is giving 2 shekels worth of something, or 5 shekels worth of something. There's no really meaning in it. So Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach said you can't be yotze with such Mishloach Manot. It needs to, that each one has an important thing in his Mishloach Manot. The poskim that say that in the end, it does increase the love between people. And in the end, also, he does get something for his meal. So you are yotze by such a Mishloach Manot. Okay, so that's something Rav Ovadia was more leaning towards that opinion. I think, I didn't see what he wrote inside, I just saw in one of the books in his name, that even when Rav Ovadia, with those lists, he'll say it's a bit problematic to be Yotze, Yedei Chova. And the reason is because it's made more for the fundraising. you know that you are paying more than the worth of the Mishloach Manot. When a person gets the list, so you do pay attention to the list and you say, okay, who gave me, and you're happy about it. But you don't pay so much attention to it. And some places they even have an automatic subscription. Subscription, yeah. If someone gives you, you give them back automatically. So it loses the idea of connecting to people. It's more okay. So I want to be nice, so I'll put my name there. I'll put my so that's what some it seems like it. Although it's still in the end you do read the name. So there's a question here. Lemase, since it's so easy to give Mishloach Manot and it's not so expensive, so not to rely on such a Mishloach Manot. And if someone is it can't have the budget, so take a few names off that list and give Mishloach Manot halacha, which is for sure you are yotze, like that. And that's so if you want to get to the bottom line, some poskim say you can be yotze from Mishloach Manot, a group Mishloach Manot. But it seems like that seems it's not preferable to do it, and this is better to give Mishloach Manot on your own. And here it's a good time to remember and to remind ourselves that Mishloach Manot, according to the halacha, is for one person. That's enough. We don't need all the hundreds of Mishloach Manot and baskets, and some people enjoy it and great. But if it causes stress and he gave and he didn't give, we lose the point of the Mishloach Manot, as we mentioned. There's two reasons for it. One is to make sure that people have what to eat in the Seudah, and the second is to increase the friendship. I'm sure no one is lacking for the Seudah a few chocolates. I'm sure everyone will survive the Seudah without a few chocolates. Some people say maybe they'll survive better the Seudah. Jim won't say that without chocolates, because chocolate, as we said, is one of the important things of the meal. And if it becomes the thing where I need to give everyone, and then I'm check who gave me that, so we lose the idea of friendship. So Purim should be a Purim. They give us, they don't give us, they don't give us, and that's fine for the Mishloach Manot. One more halacha, maybe before we end, is when do we give Mishloach Manot? Okay, and on the day. So all of the mitzvot of Purim should be done during the day. Yemei Purim Eile. So all of the mitzvot of Purim should be done on the day. Which means, reading the Megillah, we'll get to it in a moment. We'll get to the Megillah in a moment. Seudah should be on the day.
Before sundown.
Mishloach Manot is always part of the Seudah, so also Mishloach Manot is during the day. And Mtatanot Levanim should also be on the day. And Nechatchila, the Seudah should start not in the last minute of the day. It should start during the day. An hour before sunset, but it should start half an hour when it's still day. Mishloach Manot also should be given on the day. So if people are leaving their house and they're giving all the Mishloach Manot in the nighttime because they want to give to their friends, make sure at least that one Mishloach Manot, ask a neighbor to give it to someone during the day. Mtatanot Levanim, many of us don't know people who are in need, because people they can hide it very well. Although we can go to them in the shop and see them in the shop, we won't know that they actually they can't afford always what they need. And many times we ask someone else to give for us Matanot Levanim. For example, Rav Katz here in the city, he collects Matanot Levanim, and he has people giving it around. You can give it to Rav Katz. You don't have to wait till the last moment. Even better, don't wait for the last moment. Give it to him a day beforehand. When you give Matanot Levanim to Rav Katz, he is becoming our shaliach. Okay, so he's now our messenger. In our name, he will give Matanot Levanim on the day of Purim himself. And if you have ever seen him, so last year I saw at least people running around from Rav Katz, going to different people. So they do it on the day itself. Okay, not on the night time, they do it on the day itself. And there's one exception for that, and that is reading the Megillah. The Gemara said that a person should read the Megillah on the nighttime and then also again on the day, and maybe that would go to the more philosophical part of Purim being a holiday, which is somewhere in between redemption and exile. The Jews, we were still in exile, we were still in for all the nations around us. We didn't have permission to build the temple, the Beit HaMikdash. We were saved, Baruch Hashem. So the night resembles the exile, the day resembles the redemption, and we both times, also in the daytime, also in the nighttime, we show how Hashem is with us. So that's maybe the idea behind reading the Megillah, also at the nighttime and also in the day. Went for a few halachot here. B'ezras Hashem, next week we'll continue.